Oh, you're right, my audio is included already.
Yeah, it would only stop if we left.
All right, welcome back to Hivecraft episode 2. Um, so last episode, what did we just set up foundation for what's going
I
to be
went
happening.
into a cave.
Brandon's currently. I guess this episode, I'm just going to try to explore the environment a little.
I
Should
guess
we?
I'm gonna work on cutting down that forest.
Yeah, try to get us some wood reserve. Oh, I almost died. That would have been easy.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, right now I'm trying to get food because I'm starving.
I don't know where my food went. I guess I ate it all. I need.
I'm doing this, by the way, I'm doing this Hivecraft playthrough in hardcore mode. If I die, I'm leaving the Hivecast.
You're leaving like
Not
the whole
just
channel
yeah,
or
to the
what?
whole channel.
Yeah. I'm just gonna delete the email off my phone. I'm deleting YouTube in general. I'm quitting YouTube.
We're gonna
I'm
do.
gonna go become a
What is
lo-fi
that thing called?
artist.
Vimeos? The other one?
I'm
And,
gonna go stream on Twitch. I'm gonna be making beats for my lo-fi LP.
we're
The
gonna.
lo-fi community? Is that what you said?
Oh,
My
yeah,
lo-fi LP.
Oh, you're...
we're gonna delete all the videos Brandon did.
That's all of
Uh-huh.
Gonna have to re-record.
If I die, we're deleting the Hivecast, guys. That's it.
We have to, we have to set up like some pillows, like slumped over and be like, oh, this is Brandon, say hi, Brandon. We're gonna have to like dub it over from now on.
I'm the cameraman. You don't even see me.
It's alright, we still hear you. In our hearts. Yeah, is everyone just designated
It
cameraman? You
happens.
guys need a
I don't know
cameraman?
what happened?
Call Brandon.
I don't get paid.
Brandon's just designated. Oh.
I'm gonna apply for like a job like at Sam's, and they're gonna be like, can you film our commercials? Like,
Can you
You're
so
like,
film?
huh?
I'll be like, I applied to I applied to be like work in the store, and they're like, yeah, but could you do an internship instead where you just film our commercials and not get paid for it?
He's gonna show up and he's gonna
I'm
grab.
like, all right.
Nick's gonna show up. He's gonna grab. He's like, "Excuse me, he's my cameraman."
Yeah, Brandon's gonna have his harem of people who want him as a cameraman.
You guys are gonna pull me aside, or Nick's gonna pull me aside. He's gonna be like, I'm gonna be doing a gig at this bar. I'm gonna need him for like a couple hours.
I don't need him for 5 days.
I'm gonna need him for 5 days. We're going on a 5-day tour around Texas.
Okay, so here's my idea for like later on. But like once we get established on here, once like people start coming in, let's do like one video on the old server and just explore around and show what viewers might not have seen it since we deleted the other videos.
Yeah, one thing we
Whatever,
don't want to do
whatever you
though is
want,
like
man.
talk about what used to be there, because there's a lot
Yeah.
of structures that aren't there anymore.
Yeah. We can just show.
Show what's still there. Except the village. The village is the only thing that's destroyed that we can show.
I still.
Very sad.
The village?
You know, do you want to know what, Jay? The Wither in Java Edition doesn't do that.
Doesn't explode stuff.
It doesn't cause that much destruction.
Yeah, it looked like we
Like,
exploded like a
so,
full stack of
In
TNT there.
Java Edition, it can't break blocks with its physical body. It can only explode things. So, like, if you put it in a cave, it can't, like, really get out. I mean, it can still get out, but it doesn't cause nearly as much destruction. At least that's what a post says. You know, I don't know if that post was made in 2016 or something, but The court. Oh, well, there's two
So
posters.
I have an
Papers, I mean.
idea for what I want to do for my house, and it probably won't be done for a while. So I don't know, because you guys know how I build, and I don't want it to be something where people will see it and instantly on like episode, like in the single digits, are gonna be like, "You guys are creative."
Am I gonna try to make something basic?
Jay has a like, I don't know what to call it, but he does that a lot.
Are you saying you want to make something simple or complex?
Like, I don't want to say exactly what it is, but you're gonna look at it and it's gonna be simple, but then you're gonna go inside and it's gonna be very.
Oh, say
He's
no
gonna
more.
go full on
Yeah.
Seth Bling mode and freaking put 12 redstone contraptions that activate with one button.
No, the deforestation is going good.
Make sure to just save all the saplings.
I'm gonna leave the the trees that have bees because I don't want to cut them down and then they hurt me.
Yeah, leave those. But if you can make a chest and just put all the saplings in there.
And I'll try to separate it like by wood and then sapling.
All right. Brandon, how's diamonds coming along?
I'm not looking for diamonds, I'm looking for iron.
Ah,
I mean, unless you want me to be in the caves for the next 2 episodes.
Oh, the last few times you got it first episodes.
yeah, like first attempt.
Well, I don't look for diamonds, I look for lava so I could go to the nether.
Okay, Mr. Flex a lot.
Dude, I kept watching the dream videos after I saw that one Nick. This man is sweaty.
I told you sweaty.
Like, I don't even know how to describe it. Jay, have you seen any of his videos?
Oh.
Dream?
Uh,
He does a whole bunch of, like, challenges and stuff, and that man is insane. Like, so he does videos like 3 hunters versus 1 speedrunner. So he has 3 of his friends chase him across, like, the entire Minecraft game. And his goal is to beat the Ender Dragon before they can kill him. And in his newest one, he does it. They chase him, they try killing him multiple times, and he lives and he kills the Ender Dragon.
here's another thing I want to talk about. So when we do the Minecraft videos, do you guys want to like leave it as 20-minute episodes, or do you guys want to just have like probably out like an hour or two of Minecraft and we like do it a little bit podcast style?
I think the 20 minutes is good because I feel like it's easier to consume.
Yeah, because
like
I feel like if we do it podcast style, then it's not gonna be Minecraft as much as it's gonna be podcast. Because sure, we have we're playing Minecraft, but we're gonna be talking about other things, and most people probably wouldn't even come from Minecraft at that. Or if people did come from Minecraft, we'd be getting them Hivecast instead of Hivecraft.
Because when we do the 20-minute episodes, like personally, I feel like they're a little short.
maybe we can stretch it out a little past 20 minutes, then maybe like 35 or 40. I think 35 is like a good in the middle.
An hour of raw Minecraft footage isn't something at least I would personally be into watching. Like, I'd rather have edited videos. Like, I'd much rather watch an hour of Minecraft if it was edited, because then there's like other things, and there's like a little bit of like additions to it. Like there's like this frosting on a cake, I guess.
A few
Like,
YouTubers, a few YouTubers do the long videos, like IVX Toy Cat. He does it every week. just records on his server doing whatever. Replacing netherite in the nether with ice.
Yeah, that sounds like him. Maybe like we can do the 20-minute episodes, but like let's say like every 2 weeks on a Friday or something. We can have like a special, something like that maybe. You know what I mean?
So like this is gonna be up on Friday, so will this be the special?
I don't know. I guess we'll find out.
We'll find out. Depending on what we've completed by 20 minutes then. Because if we have like nothing done, then I say yeah, we drag it out for a little while longer. But if we're satisfied with what we've completed in 20 minutes, then I think.
I don't think
This
we're
raises
satisfied.
raises the question. Because like for most of the part, when I think about the Hivecast, I wonder like, what would I like to see other YouTubers that I watch do? So, like, thinking about that, what does that open possibilities for other things or just Minecraft? Like, I don't mean like we freaking do a playthrough of Dead by Daylight or whatever,
I
but
mean, I think a good game that we could do is Stardew Valley.
Stardew Valley, yeah, it's pretty chill. Obviously, I know you said it before that you want to like stay away from turning this into a gaming channel. Because that's just like defeats the whole purpose of the Hivecast at that point.
Well, it's not really like it defeats the purpose of the Hivecast. It's more of gaming. Like doing gaming is such a competitive field to go into. While personality, it's more people coming. Or
I feel like in a way, like that's how gaming is. Because most people, like if you, like for example, Soup and all them, like how come some of them have more subscribers than the others? Not all of them have the same amount. It's how they edit the videos and how they do everything.
Bro, I think Soup should have more subscribers, man. He's underrated.
I think we
You
should
look
be
at-
able to do this on regular podcasts, not just Minecraft.
It's because on podcasts we're focused too hard. That's what I think happens. We try too hard and then we get lost.
Yeah, I can see that, honestly.
Yeah, what I noticed that we need questions to go off of because normally we just start a topic, like we just introduce something, and then we try and carry off that, but it's not anything you can elaborate on. So it just falls flat on its face. Like I noticed a whole bunch of other podcasts, a whole bunch of other successful podcasts, they ask questions. And I'm not saying that us asking questions is gonna make us successful. I'm just saying that like that
It'll
bring
give it
little more to
like
the
some type of
table.
structure.
Yeah, because right now it's just 100 hours of freaking chaos.
That's true.
We have someone who joined out of the blue. Shay, did you include your audio? Well,
I
this
guess
Well,
you're
she
gonna
just said
join
hello,
us,
so it's fine.
I know, but do you want to be part of this Minecraft episode of the Hivecraft?
Sure. I'll be a part of the episode.
Wow, it looks like
Alright.
we have our first guest on the server. Episode 2.
Yeah.
Episode 2, new villager.
Villager. You know, for a second I forgot
A lot of
Animal
apples.
Crossing was a thing, and I thought you were just calling Shay a villager.
I mean, I was, and then you mentioned Animal Crossing, so
Oh.
now my mind's going to that now.
I thought you were just... No, I meant like a Minecraft villager, like you were just calling her...
Yeah.
Like someone... ah...
Shay just pulls
Well,
up and
Shay,
she's like,
Shay, you just gotta... Yeah, you just... For the rest of the episode, you just gotta go,
Huh.
Beautiful. I just found like a 10 vein of iron. Well, my iron collecting is. Am I like Frank Sinatra or what?
Ew.
Nick just said ew.
I don't like people with the name Frank. It makes me think of hot dogs.
You talking about like a
Some people
Maybe.
just call hot dogs Frank. Like
Yeah,
they're like,
they
oh,
do.
you want a Frank?
I think that's a New York thing.
Is it a New York thing? I thought that was just
Sounds
like
New Yorker.
New
I
York?
thought that was just like a thing.
I have that. Don't insult me again, please. I'll leave the Hivecast.
Gonna die. That's Nick's secret hatred for New York.
Talk about it. Forget about it.
Oh no, he's
Already
he's reverting.
There's this one dude we work with, and he always says that, and I'm just like, why?
Forget about it.
Yes. I don't know why.
Is he Mexican or is he
He is African American.
Oh, can't say
You get him on the
can't
podcast.
say anything past that.
I want to have someone just in our podcast just going forget about it every couple seconds.
No, I don't like him. He's mean.
Okay, then we won't get him on the podcast.
When he shows up to work, he's
He's
like,
mean
like,
to
hey,
Nick.
how you doing? Forget about it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Just that's all he says.
Looks like
I'm
I'm not feeling too good. I've been going through a lot. He's like, forget about it.
Everyone always makes fun of him at work because, like, you know, he has a deep voice. And he always says
So
weird
he's like,
stuff.
forget about it.
Forget about it.
No. He's like, forget about it. Yeah, we make fun of him because one of our managers' name is Josie. And whenever he's like being sarcastic and like she gives him something, he's like, "Thank you, Josie. Thank you." Just... the weird ways we entertain ourselves at work. Can't wait till you guys can talk about it.
Yeah, that'll be
You guys are gonna be like, I played tic-tac-toe in the bathroom with toilet paper or something.
I mean,
Cried.
I cried and with red Sharpie I drew a checker.
Yeah, if they ever put you on restroom duty, well, it's Sam, so I don't think anyone who smears feces on the wall is gonna go there actively. But, yeah. Not a good experience if they ever do that, let me tell you.
I'm not gonna question it, honestly. I'm not.
There's a lot of, homeless people go to Waterbury. Yeah, I don't know. You're not wrong.
For
It
a
was
while,
funny,
I wanted to work at Subway so I could learn how to make sandwiches, but then I just learned how to make sandwiches.
Hello, base department.
Is that a new thing? I had never heard that one
Ace
before.
department.
Yeah, I was calling them to report a based thing.
That is a weird sounding thing to say.
Based. I'm just trying to be trendy like you kids.
Based on what?
I'm an old man, I'm going senile.
He has Alzheimer's.
Forget about it.
Yeah, that's all you can do.
Yeah.
Slant.
This cave is desolate of
Oh,
diamonds.
I was about to say just like my axe.
Wait a minute.
That,
Guys, I can go to the nether.
ah,
That
yeah,
one of the compilation.
bring it. Bring them all.
Bro, if anyone ever makes a compilation of me taking shots at my axe, I'm gonna send it to her.
Oh, that should give someone hope. Now, anyone watching, do this. It will happen.
It'll destroy my life, but I'll do it.
Guys, should I build a portal to the nether?
Sure.
Why not? What's stopping you?
Absolutely.
That's 20.
I don't know. I feel like I don't know.
On Friday special, 30 minutes.
Thought you were gonna say
Well,
Five
I'm
Nights at
not.
Freddy's.
I can't build it on the surface. I have to build it at Y level 11, or else I'm
No,
not
don't do that
transfer the
then.
lava.
I don't do
That
that.
sounds unwise.
I'll just make like 50 buckets.
Gonna say 50
How many
bucks.
I need 10. 13
Get off
blocks
my
of lava,
man.
dude.
Oh, that ruins the lore.
4, 5, 6, 7. Guys, I think I could. Should I? How much? 30? I can make that. I can make 30 buckets.
It's okay, don't worry about it, it's okay.
I have that crafting table.
I already have one set up over there. You're ruining my lore, stop flirting with me.
Just you literally.
Alright, guys, well, we're going to the nether this episode.
Oh,
It depends on how fast these buckets or iron smelts.
You know what? I'm gonna give myself a challenge. I'm only gonna use a wooden sword the entire series.
So we have me, who has to live the entire series, or we delete the Hive cast. And then we have Nick, who has a wooden. You know, at least it's not Nick doing the challenge that I'm doing. I'm not
Oh
even
wow,
doing
that was a low blow. That hurt.
it. You have a
dude.
wooden sword.
You know, you could still support me as a friend.
you guys can bring me blue flowers. I need a lot of blue.
Cornflowers? Ouch. Whoa,
Blue.
whoa, 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 whoa. Where did you come from, baby zombie?
Just chilling.
Blue flower? Is there a certain flower called the blue flower?
It's not called blue flower, but it looks like.
Looks blue. Alright, I have 10 of them.
Do you?
Yeah, I do. I was picking flowers on the first episode. You can do a rewind, do an NFL rewind on that.
NFL rewind.
Don't come into my hobbit hole.
Oh yes, these are exactly what I need. What are you doing, Nick?
In cobblestone. This is gonna be my basement.
House again.
No, I'm not. Didn't you see like the last two houses I built? I thought they were decent. I don't think I need help anymore.
You're a mansion. What if it was a mansion?
Yeah. Forget about it.
You know, sometimes you just gotta make a mansion.
I just gotta forget.
I made that big house and I was like, man, this is awesome. Then I went inside and it was empty and I was like, I hate this.
It's good to give yourself boundaries before you.
That the walking Winchester?
Stop! They're gonna detox her.
I think it says it on screen, doesn't it?
Honestly, I thought it too, Jay, and then I brained.
Oh, dude, that freaking chicken teleported.
Oh, that's not real. The lava.
Whoa, what? Excuse me?
Source of lava.
Am I going insane or did I hear whispering?
You're going insane. I'm sorry.
Forget about it. My belongs to the streets.
Wow.
He was on the street, dude, I'm sorry.
So one time, my grandma told me that bought my old house where Brandon lives. Uh, that they saw spirits and stuff, and
Are
they
you trying to warn me?
no, no, it's like a little
I
like
will go
Get
get a
him out.
Dr. Pepper right now.
You will? That's like a threat. Are they scared of Dr. Pepper?
no,
Do I need to go
They
tell my
will be.
church that?
no, Brandon. It's a little more down the road near Lawtown.
You know what? Actually, Jay, when I went to drop off Brandon, there was a really shady house over there, dude. Like, I remember I was taking
On
Brandon.
the corner, right? That I told you
Yeah,
that was gonna be.
he was like,
Yeah.
he was like, this is the haunted house. I was like, what do you mean? And it looked like a serial killer lived in there.
Dude, one time when I was going to Brandon's, uh, his mom went on a road and I guess she took a wrong turn or something because she like backed up into like the driveway of a house to like turn around on the road, and the house had like boarded up windows and it looked like really old, and I was just quiet in the car and I was looking at it, and then we got to Brandon's house and I was like, Brandon, I didn't like that house that we passed.
I think it's the same one Nick saw.
Your mom went in the driveway. She's brave, dude. I wouldn't go in there without a holy water and a Bible.
I I remember like when she was driving away, I like turned all the way around. Like, did I see that right?
I remember this one time I went to a house because my dad was a carpenter and he would like go to people's houses for like jobs, and I went with him. And it was like this two-story house, and you know, it was like the classic horror movie cliche where there's like a window in the attic. And I promise you, there's a kid looking at me, dude. Like, I swear to Jesus that there was a kid looking down at me in the attic. And I was like, I don't want to leave anymore.
Oh, my game almost lagged or crashed when I ate a sweet berry. I thought that was the end.
It is quiet just in case. I like put like on like the edge of the attic door. I am not vibing.
You're gonna put a tape and see if it breaks like light Yagami or what?
Yeah,
That's brave.
yeah.
Personally, I don't hear like demons in my attic, but I'm just scared to go up there. Because my dad called me up there one time. He was like, I need your help. And I was like, alright. And then he was like, careful, watch your step. If you step wrong, you're gonna fall through the ceiling. And I was like, oh, thanks.
I've been in my attic, and like the way it is like when you go up and you sit down. So like where like behind you is where like the front of my like the roof of the garage is. Then in front of you it goes forward and like there's like a little air conditioner. And then it's like
Oh, the air duct.
yeah, and then it's like dark and it like and I don't know what else is back there, but then it's just like darkness and then it goes like a direct right turn.
I remember when my dad went in the attic, I'm pretty sure I might have said it already, but it was like, if you see a girl with a white face and long black hair, it's like, leave. And I was like,
You know, that is horrifying to hear. Because it reminds me of the house. Not the house on my street, but the game.
I never played that game.
That game scared me when I was in 4th grade.
Oh, that game. The point and click one?
Yes.
Games are underrated. You should tell Andy to make a point and click game.
Jay, do you have any like bone chilling things that happen to you?
Happened to me.
She is the bone chilling.
Yeah, she is.
I am.
You guys are mean.
She's just scary. She's my friend, but she just intimidates me.
I intimidate everyone.
There you go.
Shay's a
Everyone watching
sweetheart.
this is probably like, oh, like she's a sweet voice. It's like you know, she sounds nice, and then they have no idea. They'll never believe you.
I'm just
Yeah, Shay is a
Threatening.
sweetheart,
That
and then
is
she's all like,
incredibly threatening.
Shay is a sweetheart, and then like all a lot of like nowhere she'll say something like, "I hate the bodies," and I'm like, "Oh, okay."
Shay, we were saying that it'd be pretty intimidating to to face you in Dead by Daylight.
Yeah, like you as a killer.
Oh.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Point your case right there.
No. No, it's just that, like, I'm not really that good of a killer. Like, not at all. I'm usually more of a survivor. But whenever I am killer, it's it's really like really mellow. It's just chill, just calm.
I
Sometimes I don't
just
even get the
imagine
full
us
kill.
just screaming, running away from Shay.
Yeah. But I don't really have any bone-chilling stories. Like the most that I could. Oh, wait.
That is
Wait. Alright. I don't know if I said this before or like told you guys this, but I'm gonna say it for the sake of the people watching this because they've never heard this before that I know of. So
That you know
there's this
they're
one.
secretly listening and always watching.
Yeah. So there's this one day where I was being dropped off by my friend's mom. It was me, my friend. Uh, hmm. I don't even know if I should censor their names. Anyways, it was just me and like two of my friends, right? Screw their friends. It was me and my
oh
two
man.
and two of my friends were in the car, and my friend's mom, well, she was also in the car because she was driving, and so she dropped me off at home. And the way that my house is, the way that the house is structured is kind of like a cul-de-sac. However, the neighbor's house has like an indent before walking into the door. Like their doorway is like an entryway, and it's you can't really see it when you first like come into the entry. Like you can't see the door. So all I saw was like at the edge of the corner where there was this guy just standing there and he was facing like inside the entrance looking at like the doorway. So I was like assuming, oh, maybe the he's probably talking to like the neighbor, like she's probably like, having the door open, like it's ajar. And so my friend's mom, she parks in front, and I'm like saying bye, and then they're like, oh, bye, and I start walking and I kind of glance over to see him like, at the corner, but the door wasn't open. He was basically just chilling in there, like just talking to himself, and just like, oh, that's pretty sketch. and then, and so I kind of like looked back to my friends, and then their mom, she rolls down the window and then like 'cause she thought I was gonna say something, which I was, and so I was like, drive, and then, and then, um, and then so the guy, he like looks at me, he finally notices me, and then he starts like saying, like starts speaking, but he wasn't speaking English. I think he was speaking a type of like Asian dialect.
Asian
I can say
dialect.
that without I can say that without being racist because I'm Asian too. So hush. Anyways, so
I'm not saying like, wow, you said that. I'm saying, what is that?
I could I couldn't
I
tell what
agree.
language it was. It could have been like Cantonese, it could have been Chinese, it could have been Japanese, it could have been anything. I don't know. So he starts talking, and then he starts pointing at the door, and I'm just like, "Oh, do you want me to ring the doorbell for them?" And then he's like, "Yeah, yeah," and he starts like saying that, and then nodding his head. So I'm just like, "Okay," and then so I go into the doorway, and then he's out of sight because he's like around the corner of like the garage sort of.
I don't trust
So
that.
and then so I kind of put my back against the wall before like ringing the doorbell so that I can see the door open and I could see if he like comes around. You know what I mean? And so I don't so then I knock on the door and ring the doorbell, and then I kind of glance over and I see his fingers curl like around the edge of like the concrete of like the wall, I see them curl around, and then his face is like pulled like above his fingers, and he's just giving me the creepiest grin I've ever seen. Like this big toothy grin where you can see his gums and everything, and I'm just like, what the fuck? And then the door opens, and then I'm like, distracted by the door. So then I look at her, and I'm like, oh, hi. And then she's like, oh, hi. And then I'm like, this is gonna sound really strange, but this man, I turn around, he's gone. And then I'm just like, what? And I look over to my door because I unlocked the door. I opened the door and he stopped me because he heard the door open, and that's what caught his attention to me. So I look over to my door, but it wasn't like, it wasn't messed with. So I was like, oh, he didn't go in there. There's no way. So then I kind of walk down the stairs, the steps to see him, like, I can't I can't describe how weird his walk was. He would like bounce. He would walk on his toes, and with every step he took, he would bounce up, like like he was like bouncing to like a beat, like music in his ears, like in his mind. And I'm just like, do you know that guy? And then she goes, oh no, he comes around here all the time. He takes drugs and everything. He tried to get into my house once. And I'm like, oh, I'm just like, and then she was like, yeah, it's like very scary. And I'm like, okay, well, have a good day. Like, lock your doors. And then she was like, yeah, you too. And so I'm just like, what the fuck? And then I never saw him again. That's probably the creepiest story that I ever have. So
Hmm.
yeah.
Yeah, no.
Alright, well, now that's over, Jay. Where do I build the portal?
Uh, so
I don't like that story.
Yeah, me neither. I didn't like it either. Stop! I'm about to die.
But I die, give me food.
Oh, there's
You
phantoms.
gave me
We
two
need to sleep.
buttons.
Let's get food.
There's
Oh, like half a
can,
heart.
can someone build like beds? Does anyone have a lot of wool? No? Alright, we're gonna die.
Oh, there's
Don't worry.
there's two.
I'm a hero.
Dude, literally one hit and I'm dead. Like,
You
Jay.
need food?
yeah.
Did
Oh,
you know?
thank you so
You got
much.
me. Love apples.
Save some of those apples that have gold.
I'll kiss you. We hit each other.
No,
Brandon,
the phantom
Brandon,
hit
come
me.
here. Build the
Yes,
portal in
yes. Alright, can you make beds, Jay?
here. Okay.
Can you give it the green top?
Here, someone, here. Nick, take this and this.
Oh, my favorite.
What beds do we need?
Yeah, here, hold this.
Brandon, is this a confession of love?
No, this is, I'm out of inventory space and I'm throwing you in the trash.
Oh. I'm very sad. Well,
Here,
I
you
gave
could
him
have
my
this,
chain
though.
chest plate and he wore it.
You could have
Is
this.
this a declaration of love?
That is, you could have that because I felt bad.
Just like my ex.
There he goes again. Put that one in the comp.
Hey, shit.